I've been jumping around doing this, I guess, superhero business since about like November. 2020 was kind of wild for everyone, and something just sort of hit me that, you know, we can't really expect our own heroes to appear. We kind of have to be heroes ourselves. So I figured what better time to become a cyberpunk ninja in 2021. We're basically like a group of super nerds that don armor, train martial arts, but really primarily we practice de-escalation. We're not vigilantes. We don't run out, like, start beating up criminals in the street. Instead, we try to talk people down and make them see some sense, break some target lock. Because at the end of the day, I mean, we're all we got out here. If we all just start fighting, then we're never really going to make any progress.
Tell him, don't tell me. I know your name.
King Owl.
King Owl?
Yeah.
I'm David.
David, nice to meet you.
King Owl, man. Nice to meet you.
Jackie, David, and King Owl. And then someone else.
Yesterday, I did in fact stop an old man from getting mugged. Yeah.
What'd you do?
I could actually show you.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got a video.
Do you post it on YouTube and stuff?
Yeah, it's on my Insta. Yo. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, man. Just keep moving. Just keep going. Are you okay?
I go through this every day.
What happened?
Did you call 911?
Sensor for
No,
privacy.
not necessary.
Did you get hit too
I
hard?
saw him about to, he did slap him.
Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, he was fine. We're actually been in touch. We're gonna get dinner.
That's nice.
You said you're going to get together for dinner?
Yeah.
Dinner with the owl. Is it Wendy's?
What's up, brother? Yo, are you hungry?
Yeah.
What can I get you?
I have a chili.
Chili?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Wendy's.
What, from Wendy's?
Yeah. Chili.
Sound good?
Tea.
What about something to drink?
A sweet tea.
Sweet tea is good?
May I have anything?
Oh, sorry.
May I have it's a frappe that you wouldn't have?
Like the
A
frappe?
false-
I'm somewhat of a superhero. My name's King Owl. I go around and I de-escalate violent crime to help the homeless. So I spend most of my time either to or from work trying to help the homeless. New York in particular, I mean, and you know California as well, but America in general has a gigantic homeless issue. And unfortunately, no one really seems to be doing anything about it, especially our city, our elected officials keep on turning a blind eye to everything. And unfortunately, it bleeds out into the rest of society. People just turn their heads and look away, pretend that the problem doesn't exist, but it very much does. We're the only people who can really do something about it. If everyone just came together, started collectively changing their conscience, we might actually be able to do something. If everyone thought to themselves, hey, there's a person in need, we need to actually go do something, we stand a chance of turning this place around. I think that anybody who cares for pigeons is a superhero. What's more New York than a pigeon? Think about it. They're just trying to survive in the city, literally getting up every day to get that bread. Like, pigeons are awesome. Thank you, brother. I'm me.
You look like a superhero,
My name's King Owl.
What's that?
King Owl.
King Owl.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just go around just trying to protect the people. Hopefully, yeah.
That's creative. That's creative. You got a website? Thank you.
I'm on Instagram actually.
Instagram?
Yeah.
King what?
The
Dot King.
Owl.
Dot Owl.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I noticed that a lot of black artists specifically have used the moniker King, like King Vader. The thing that I see it as is kind of like a reclaiming of power, especially in this day and age in 2021. It's not like a sort of ego thing, just more like a remembrance of legitimacy, of regalness. And owl actually comes from my dad. My dad actually loved owls. He loved to carve them out of wood and any other materials he could, and he gave them as gifts to my mother. So I've kind of been seeing visions of owls here and there. Anytime I'm like feeling a certain type of way or like guided, I end up seeing an owl somewhere, and then I feel like he's watching over me. Hence the name, King Owl.
Wait, are you black?
Yes. Black, Native American, Puerto Rican is most of my blood percentage.
So, what does your family think about you doing this?
My family's all over the place. I think half of them actually don't even know that I'm doing this, to be honest. All I care about is that my mom and dad are happy. They do get a little bit worried, they do get a little bit nervous, but then they see that, you know, I take what I do seriously, and I'm not going around like trying to beat up criminals and stuff. Like, I'm not a vigilante. There's nothing, I mean, I'm not sponsoring anything, but I think everybody can agree there's nothing like an ice cold Sprite on like a hot day. Jeez. Especially when you spend all day in this. Whew. Soda's bad for you, but you know, every once in a while.
Arielle perguntou, eu também vou perguntar, quantos mais tem que...
So what would happen if everyone knew your identity?
That's an interesting question.
Like, why didn't you take the Iron Man route? But you
See,
chose...
that's the funny thing. If you look closely, this is the Iron Man helmet mask shape. I think it was even called the Iron Warrior when I got it on Amazon or whatever. And I did think about that. I was like, one day I'm gonna be the one that declares who I am. And when I do that, it's gonna be like at the end of Iron Man. I was like, yeah, I'm King Owl. But mainly the reason why I've stayed anonymous is because, one, I've gotten a death threat before, which I take very seriously. Two, my identity would detract from the work I do, and then people would put it onto me as a person instead of like Batman, like the symbol. And it's just more fun. Honestly, it's a lot more fun. Particularly when you end up in places with people that you know, but you're all suited up and you know that they can't tell who you are. That's really fun.
Fire.
Your vibe is fire. Fist bump, bro.
My vibe is fire. Your vibe is fire. What's going on? Hold on. I'm telling this guy how fire his vibe is. I'll be right with you.
What's your name, bro?
My name is Smokey. What's your name,
My
bro?
name's King Owl.
I figured it was some ill shit. I sensed the owl with the eyes.
I saw your practice book in there, and like my buddy was actually just checking that out. He wanted to pick one up. That is beautiful, bro. I will just touch very the power.
Man, you gotta enjoy the weight.
All right, let me check it
You
out.
gotta. You have to. Like, yeah. It just feels right in your hand, right? Police are taking away our Second Amendment right to carry guns.
Well, bro.
Literally, so what I'm doing is, woo! Does that shit light up, bro?
The battery's dead.
Yeah, I wanted one of those.
It's a polycarb tube, so it's plastic,
So
right?
long.
It's
I
plastic.
have wanted one of them shits. I have wanted one of them shits for so long.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, this is King Owl.
Alright, nice
King
to meet
Owl, this is my wife, the Call of Duty assassin. She got a. Don't sleep on this pretty face. She got in an MP ranked match.
Uh-huh.
She got a 30 hit with the knife because she doesn't know how to use her score streaks.
Uh-huh.
Melee kill with the base knife.
Nice.
I know how to use my score streaks, but I don't.
But she doesn't use her score
Are
streaks.
y'all on Insta?
Yeah.
Yeah. let me
Smokey Griffin.
ask you. Smokey. Really?
Yeah. All right, we got to go to the delivery. All right.
Outro.
Yeah, we'll be back if you're here.
I'm probably gonna take off.
Essa
So the funny thing is, the RLSH community, real life superhero community, has been around for a long time. So has the New York Initiative. I've only just recently joined, but they're a branch of people who have been around for well over a decade. And the people that are attached to it, have been attached to it in the past, have been combating crime in their own ways for much longer than that. The problem is, movies like Kick-Ass and Deadpool, anything that's like hyper-violent, stylized, tends to get a lot of extremists out there, and a lot of people who think that let's go out into the streets and beat people up is being a real-life superhero. That's not really the case. Anyone who does good for another person, for another human being, is a superhero, because nobody else does that. We kind of want to make that the norm. And what the New York Initiative is doing is trying to show people that, yeah, you can have all this cool gear and you can train all these cool martial arts, but at the end of the day, most of the work happens outside of the suit. Most of it's just on the street, on your commute to work. Most of it is just saying hi to somebody and being polite and respectful. It's not about donning a cape and punching criminals in the face. It's about just being a decent person. If enough people started opening up their eyes and started taking action, we can change the way that this world works. It's just a matter of people taking the initiative. Hence, the New York Initiative. We're trying to tell people that they have the power. Anybody can be a superhero. It doesn't take a suit, it doesn't take superpowers, it doesn't take special gadgets. It just takes being a decent person.